Welcome to this remarkable journey of a person who loved doing ordinary things in an extraordinary manner. One such person was beloved Dominic Savio. Let us have a glance at his lifestyle.
River the Kerry is a little town with green fields and luscious meadows, situated between Castle Duo and Becky. It was a town renowned for saints of the Don Bosco and his spiritual director, Saint Joseph Cafasso.
It was the 2nd April 1842 in the district of Turin at Riva di Chieri that little Dominic Savio was born.
Dominic was one of 10 children of Carlo Charles Savio, a village blacksmith, and Bridget Savio, a seamstress. Young Dominic, barely few years old, already learned from his parents to say his grace before and after meals. Dominic's father brought him to Mass every Sunday, and the young 5 years old found it fascinating. One day, a gentleman came home to lunch with Savio family. Being really hungry, he started the meal without any hesitation, not even saying grace. Dominic quietly excused himself because he said,
I cannot eat in the company of someone who eats like a beast.
He's only 5, but Dominic lived his faith intensely. He would sense Jesus talking to him and guiding him throughout the day. He pleaded to help the priest at Mass. His parish priest saw that he was a good and bright boy, promised to admit him to his first Holy Communion with a heart overflowing with emotion. Dominic made 4 resolutions to help him become a saint.
I will go to confession and Holy Communion as often as I am allowed. I will try to give Sunday and holidays completely to God. My best friend will be Jesus and Mary, that rather than sin.
As Dominic grew, his thirst for knowledge grew as well. Going to school came at a price. He had to walk nearly 2 kilometers to the nearest school, but he was determined to study. One day, someone asked him, Young man, aren't you afraid walking alone? Immediately he responded,
What's there to be afraid of? I have my guardian angel who walks with me.
At his first meeting to Don Bosco, he said,
I am the material. Will you be a tailor? Take me along and make a beautiful garment for the Lord.
Once Dominic overheard 2 boys were planning for a rock fight. They were very angry with each other and were prepared to fight it out. Dominic tried his best to dissuade them, but nothing would discourage them. Dominic held up a small crucifix and reminded them that Christ died forgiving their sins, and yet these 2 were willing to fight each other over a minor misunderstanding. The boys hung their heads and shaped, dropped the stones and made peace with each other. On another occasion, Dominic knelt in reverence when he saw the Blessed Sacrament being carried through the streets. He even politely spread his handkerchief in the market to help a passerby who refused to kneel for fear he would soil his trousers. Before he came to the auditory, Dominic went to confession and communion once a month, but the auditory he was allowed to go more frequently. He would say,
When I am all worried, I go to my confessor because he shows me God's will. Jesus Christ himself assures us, confessor is the voice of God.
His confessor, Don Bosco, noting his extraordinary progress and sanctity, advised him to receive Holy Communion 3 times a week, and at the end of the year, he allowed him daily communion. Dominic's soul had a great love and devotion to the Blessed Mother of God. Desiring to be a saint, He refused to play any games with his companions. He became very serious and even sad for 2 days. Dominic went about with his sober look. His teacher, Don Bosco, called him and asked if he was sick. Dominic explained that he had a great and urgent desire to become a saint. Bosco praised his decision but told him, "Here we make holy consists in being cheerful." Dominic was never robust. On March 1857, he fell seriously ill. The doctors diagnosed as an inflammation of the lungs as he grew weaker. Bosco advised him to return home to his native earth, hoping that he would recover. His sickness took a turn for the worse. Consoled by the reception of the sacrament, he died quietly at his home on March 9, 1857. His last words were, "What a beautiful sight I see."
The beatification of the young teenager Dominic Savio. The solemn ceremony took place on March 5th in the presence of Pope Pius XII. Dominic Savio was canonized 4 years later in 1954.
Doing ordinary things in an extraordinary manner was Dominic Savio's ways. It was his secret to sainthood. We all have the potential to be truly live and respond to the tremendous love of God that flows in and around us. Each one of us has the right material to be saint. The cloth that the experienced tailor, God can change into a beautiful garment for himself. Let's try doing ordinary things in an extraordinary manner.